Hello folks, here we are. Great Tommy sleep out, night one. Pagham Beach in a permission. I couldn't film me coming in because there was some folk here working and I didn't want to disturb them or anything. So I've just started to get some kit laid out. The first thing I'm going to do is get a tarp set up. Right, I've got a tarp set up. This is a configuration that I call make the bugger up as you go along, or a lash up, but I like it. Plenty of room for me to sleep. The whole idea is to sleep outdoors, not inside a tent. There's not meant to be any rain tonight. There is a very, very light wind. It's not meant to be getting any stronger. I think that's going to be perfect. And to keep me company tonight, take a look at that moon. So I've got a nice little setup here. I've got a bit of shelter from the wind, but there is no wind really. It's probably the most perfect night to start this March challenge, the Great Tommy Sleep Out. We're never going to forget throughout this month why we're doing this. This isn't a holiday, it's not a jolly up. Got no beers with me tonight, but I've got something nice to eat, something interesting to eat. We'll go through that a little bit later. I'm not hungry at the moment. I had a big bowl of porridge, well, quite late on actually, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've got that for breakfast tomorrow as well. I'll discuss that then. Anyway, I'm going to get the rest of the stuff inside the tarp and start to get everything squared away and nice and neat and tidy. And I think it'll be time for a hot drink. I'll catch you in a minute. Well, I'm actually more or less sorted out now. The temperature's dropped. I think I forgot to bring the thermometer, but we'll have a look. It's a bit crisp. It's not too bad. It's nothing like I experienced on the first night last year, which was frost. This is quite a pleasant night. It's a beautiful night actually. The moon is reflecting off the sea. It's idyllic really. So I'm going to make a cup of coffee. I'm as dry as a boot. I don't even know what is the time, for Pete's sake. Let's have a quick look, shall we? It's 5 and 20 minutes up. Where did that go? By the way, that's 25 to 7, or shall we say 18:35? 18:35 sounds more appropriate for this sort of venture. Do you not agree? Anyway folks, so there we are. There's the old honey stove, my little kettle, Pusser's mug ready, and I'm going to have a little break and then I'll come back to you. Okay, see you in a bit folks. Cheers. Bloody hell. That makes a hell of a difference, that filming light. That's the first time I've really used it. I've had it for a pair of years. I'll tell a lie, I used it to illuminate some negatives on a sort of ad hoc negative reader I knocked up. Now that's another story. I think it's going to be time to get something, we'll knock up a scran, I think, tonight. Yeah, why not? I'm going to finish my coffee first though. Temperature's dropped a bit. I still can't find that thermometer. I'm absolutely certain I brought it with me. Still, not to worry. Maybe this is the time of the video where I should say, if you like this sort of stuff and if you want to see more of what a 62-year-old weirdo gets up to when he goes camping and bits and pieces, then please please subscribe and hit the like button and all that jazz. That'd be really nice. I really appreciate all the people that have subscribed to this. Will you shut? That's my bloody phone, that is. I really appreciate all the people that have subscribed to this channel and have watched the videos and made the odd comment. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Anyway, finished my coffee and I think it's time to do a bit of prep. Time for a bite to eat, I reckon. And tonight's epicureal delight is going to be something of my own concoction here. So I've in here some celery and some onion already chopped up, a real tin of spam and some mixed pepper rice. So I thought I'd do a fake sort of jambalaya, or if you will, spambalaya. To augment that, I've also got this little spice kit that I knocked up. I got this tin when I bought a ferro rod, and it came with some char cloth and some other bits and pieces. And I had these bottles. I bought them to make a pouch with, and put them in with elastic. And that project never really reached fruition. So I thought I'll just try it, and upon my word, they all fit perfectly. So we got some paprika, we got some cumin, thyme, garlic powder, chili flakes, salt and pepper. That's quite a little comprehensive sort of spice mix. I think tonight we'll be using a little bit of thyme. Definitely, as I forgot the garlic, we'll have some of that. Definitely some chili flakes, probably some pepper. I'm not going to put any salt in because there's probably already enough salt in with the spam. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is get some spam chopped up. I'm actually quite hungry now, and I'm getting cold. Oh, I found the thermometer, and it's dropping rapidly. When I found the thermometer it was 9 degrees, it's now 7.6. It's to be expected, isn't it, really? No point in moaning about it. Some poor buggers out there tonight, they got none of this luxury. What is it about spam and the wild camping community? It is the business, isn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, you can't live on it, but just now and again. Now, a touch of oil. Just a touch. At school we used to have spam fritters. I think they were first made, I mean, I saw a documentary once where they said that they were making them in the First World War. I can't find anything to back that up. I'm sure I got that right. So I'm quite interested in all things World War One. Anyway, we used to have them at school, and they were sort of a spin-off from, I mean, when I started going to school, let's face it, when did I start? 1969, when I went to the infant school, and I was having school dinners then. And when you think of it, that was only, it wasn't that long after the war. And a lot of the things are sort of like, you know, carried on, you know, school dinner wise. I thought we were very lucky, to be honest. Anyway, spam fritters, they weren't for everybody. What's your favourite spam dish or dinner? Let us know. And there we go, it begins. It begins. I'm going to fry this off in 2 batches because I actually want to get some colour on them. I don't want to boil it. Oh, you know, I will. It does smell nice. Really does. Yeah. Right, I'll bring you back when I'm about to put the veg in and go for it, I think. Quick touch of oil. Let's get the veg in. Yeah! A few chilli flakes, I don't want to go mad. I could do with that Montezuma's Revenge in the morning or during the evening. Some pepper. I love black pepper. Love it. Bit of thyme. Lovely. Now where's that simmering? I would like to get that on. I'll just put it on in it. So I don't want to cook that rice too harshly, but it must be piping hot. As we all know, you don't take a chance with rice. And I'll see if I can go over there and get the water without buggering everything up. Put a touch of water in. I forgot to bring any stock. Oh well. Oh, we'll work with what we got. That would deglaze the bottom of the pot anyway. I think it's time to try to put that simmering on. That's better. And for the life of me, I don't know what I've done. I've got a roll of gash bags with me. I haven't got a clue what I've done with them. Yeah, come on. So, that's the veg and the rice. We'll let that rice get a little bit warm and then we'll put the spam back in and then we're up and running with our we are there now. Hey, what do you reckon? Let's give it a go. I'm hungry. I really am. Here we go. Oh. I'm not sure what they would make of this in Louisiana. or somewhere like that, but on a beach in Pagham in West Sussex on the 2nd of March 2026. Great Tommy sleep out. This is just a job. It's a new classic. It's a new classic, everyone. Get involved. Spambalaya. I'm going to eat this. I've got a podcast to listen to by Marek Larwood. Time has come for hot chocolate, I think, and you know what this means? The hot chocolate will be a wobbly one. I haven't got any sachets, but I have got in here. I have got Lidl's finest hot chocolate. Talking sense, and we're talking value for money, right kids? Phase 1 is complete. We have a hot chocolate. Look at that. Dark, rich, standard hot chocolate. Now the magic happens. From standard to wobbly. 1, 2, 3 is all that's required. It's a nightcap, it's not a party. Chocolate and rum, eh? Hey? Oh, just to make it even more exciting, my nightly tablets. It's great, isn't it? There you go. Magic. Well, I'm going to scupper this, and I'm probably going to think about getting in, to be honest. Anyway, hey, tip top. Hands are cold. The only thing that's that's the only thing that's cold. My hands. But there you go. Anyway, folks, that's basically night 1. I'll see you in the morning for a hot drink and some porridge. And a quick debrief of the excellent night's sleep that I'm going to get. And we'll see what tomorrow brings, weather-wise, and I haven't looked because you can't change it. So, if you've watched this far, folks, thank you very much indeed. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, folks. Well, good morning. Excuse me squinting, the sun is right in my eyes. Not that I'm complaining about sunshine. How did I sleep, I hear you ask? somewhere between gash and poor. I did drop off at one stage, I know that, because I had some crazy dream about being on this sandy beach with all these bloody flies chasing me and what have you. Anyway, enough of this piffle. Kettle on. Nice day. It's a balmy 14 point something or other degrees, which, let's be fair here, is slightly luxurious, is it not? Oh. So I had a poor night's sleep, so what? So what? There's me with some fantastic camping equipment, and there's folk out there with a cardboard box and maybe a blanket or a sleeping bag they sort of found in a skip or some nonsense like that. I'm talking about genuine cases here, and as I said last night, I don't want to bore everybody with this over the next 4 nights to come, but let's not lose sight of why we're doing this. We're doing this for homeless veterans. This isn't a political channel. This is a wild camping-y, bushcrafty, cookie mishmash of all that sort of stuff channel. But we're living through some extremely strange times. Times where folk have served, their time is up, thank you and get out. No one's really interested. Don't start me about the way the politicians that they talk a good game and they deliver nothing. And as for the fact that they want to prosecute some veterans for doing their job, I'm not even going to go into that. Anybody who knows me knows my opinion on that, and that's beyond the scope of this video, let's put it that way. So back to reality. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Cheers. And I have some porridge, which I'm going to enjoy in the fresh air. Bring you back in a minute. Well, porridge time now. I said I was going to talk a little bit more about that now. Folk who have been in the armed forces will remember at a certain time that in a 24-hour rat pack there would be a sachet of porridge, a sachet of hot chocolate. Now, the convention with some folk was to save the hot chocolate for the morning and mix it in with the porridge. Excellent. However, the porridge on its own was really good anyway. And if anybody remembers that, I've stumbled upon an approximation of it from the recipe I've sort of nabbed and tweaked from a YouTube channel called I Wander UK. Now, I'm going to talk about Jay's channel in a future video, but I will put I'll put the quick recipe, I'll put the recipe in the description of this video, and it's basically 2 ounces of ordinary oats that I whiz up in a food processor to make it into like a quick oats, just under 1 ounce of skim milk powder, and because you know I've got a bit of a dodgy heart, I put in about 3/4 teaspoon of ground linseeds. That adds a little bit of omega-3, helps boost the immune system and all that sort of stuff. So let's show you what we got here. So there it is. That's what it looks like. And believe it or not, when you tip those pouches out, that's more or less what it looks like. And I've almost got that particular taste as well, or reminiscent of it anyway. Plus it splits down into decent portions if you're doing a multi-day trip or something like that, but for something like that it's ideal. Anyway, I'm going to have a porridge and then think about striking camp. What a day, eh? Can't complain about this. Let's give this a go. It's uncanny. First time I tasted Pusser's Rat Pack porridge was January 1989, Dartmoor. Cunningham 49. Yeah. Cunningham 49. Remember that day? We had to carry a scab lifter 3/4 of the way around Dartmoor with us. I carried his pack, so I had 2 packs. And all these gubbins as well, and another lad, I'm trying to think of his name now, surname Stevens I think it was. He carried this lemon all the way round. Squirrel or something his nickname was. Often wonder what happened to those fellas.
Cash.
Great times. You're at the age where it's all a big adventure. To me it was like the boys' brigade with wages. Getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, breaking the ice to get some water for a cup of tea and a scrape up, and off we went. The reward being, if we got back to the pub in time, we could have steak and chips. And believe me, I had a pint. Because on basic training there's not a lot of time for a pint, believe me. We made it back. Anyway, with my health the way it is, fry-ups are something I look forward to. And I have them sparingly, and I try to offset them with something a bit more healthy, porridge, fruit, yoghurt, that sort of thing. As people know me very well, I'm a martyr to health food. Anyway, I'm going to scupper this, and then we'll think about striking. Catch in a bit. Struck camp. I haven't got there's no need to say it, but LNT, we all know what that means. I'll just show you where I was. I've had a good walk around, there's nothing left. I've even picked up a few bits of stray gash. Remember, if we all take more than we bring, there'll be none left. So, thanks very much indeed for watching. 4 more nights to do in March, 4 more locations. So until then, take care. I'll see you on the next one.